Welcome back for another SES software live stream. We're back with some painting and trucking, episode number 3 if you're joining us for the 3rd time. But if you're here for the first time, welcome along everyone. My name is Alex. I'm one of your community managers here at SES Software. We're feeling hot. Summer's here, definitely feeling it across Europe and the UK as well. And joining us in the studio, we have Peter, also known as Peter Parking, right? That's your new nickname,
yes,
Peter Parking.
That's true. My new identity from yesterday.
New identity, yes. After yesterday's Driving Academy stream. Good to have you back behind the wheel. How's your day been?
Good to be back. Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. What about
Enjoying
yours?
the air conditioning in the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. My day's been okay. It's been okay. Just getting on with some busy things behind the scenes. And of course, we have our wonderful artist returning again for the 3rd time. Annie, good to have you back.
I'm here
How
with
are you
the
doing
brushes
today?
and the paints and the yapping.
Yapping, we love it, and well, it's good to have you back. And of course, if you're joining us for the first time, you may not know, but we've been, well, I say Annie has been meticulously crafting and putting together a wonderful oil painting, as you can see here on the screen in front of us. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck is this? Like, what's going on here? What's the deal here? Well, I'll tell you what the deal is. Annie and all of her amazing talents and gifts and stuff has so kindly dedicated some of her time to join us in the studio and put together this painting, which may or may not hint towards the future of something happening. And well, we're leaving it up to you, that is, to guess what this painting might indicate. What's going to be in the pipeline, what's cooking at SES Software that this painting is coming together for. So you have your guesses there. I see lots of guesses already coming in the chat, and we can see those. And then Nemiro has also been saying something about the license plate. So I did not know about that personally about the first episode, but apparently there's something in the license plates too. Lots of you getting your guesses in, and well, we can't confirm whether you're correct or not. That's the main thing here, is that you can guess all you want, and we'd love to see your guesses, but we can't really say much at the moment. But when the time comes, when the time is here, we will definitely let you know what this is all about. But in the meantime, we hope you enjoyed the creative process, and Annie's here to answer all of your art related questions. So please, if you have any questions related to digital art or oil painting or just art in general, or maybe just some general questions for Annie, then feel free to just write them in the chat, because you have the Twitch chat there, right, Annie?
I actually do have the Twitch chat, but I don't have the SES software page.
It's all good. That is all good. Well, I have the YouTube chat and the Facebook chat as well, so I can pick up on the questions as well and pass them on to Annie. If you have a question for me or for Peter as well, because Peter's behind the wheel, he's going to be doing some trucking for us today, then do send them in. And Peter, since you've got kind of free roam of traveling today around American Truck Simulator, where are you thinking of heading to? What's the plan today for your travels?
Well, I think right now I am in, Kansas?
Yeah.
Right? So, might take a look around there. I think that's from maybe where you left off, right?
I think so, yeah. I believe so.
I'm going to continue where you left off. I have a question for you, actually, Alex.
Yes, go ahead.
What can you tell us about that beautiful painting behind you?
Behind me? Well, this I mean, for those who know, we were being a bit inspired by like Bob Ross on the stream, so much so that we've been calling Annie Ross because of her amazing skills. Oh, I'm full screen. I've never been full screen before. This is really weird. Puts me full screen. This painting, I didn't paint it. I do have to admit, it has come from a wonderful artist online called KTO from Florida. So it's like KTOUHO. So yeah, I like cats, I like memes. I thought this was an appropriate painting to put in the background, and it's an oil painting too, so I think it goes with the theme. Kind of goes along with it all. So I just thought I'd switch it up, because I did originally have a Bob Ross painting back there, and now I've got a different one. All right, anyway, so that's the story behind the painting. It's not my painting though. I wish I was that talented. But yeah, but what are we thinking, Peter? What job have you just chosen there?
Oh, I didn't show you where I took the load. Yeah, so I'm in Salina. Then there I'm gonna pick up a load and take it to Oklahoma to Tulsa.
Nice. Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So we'll be switching between Peter and Annie, doing a bit of trucking and painting as advertised. So join us along for the ride, and we're gonna get ourselves started. In the meantime, make sure to get those questions in as well, and let us know as well where you are watching from in the world. We'd love to hear from you all as well. I'm seeing this new thing in the YouTube chat. There's crowns being handed out. I've just noticed this. Purple crowns. Oh, we have top fans now in the YouTube chat.
Wow,
We got
nice.
some of our top fans, so we can see who's been watching the most or tuned in the most. I can see there's a leaderboard even. So we've got David, XEF Ford, or XEF Jord, and Dwarfy as the top 3. They get their own little crowns. That's pretty cool. See some of our top fans in the chat. Yeah, that is very, very cool. All right. So, Annie, I have to ask, with your painting today, what is the plan? Because we've been slowly working on layers. Last time you're mostly focusing on the whites, right? And such. And today you're doing a bit more filling in, or what's the plan today?
Last time I was kind of working on like adding in the blacks and kind of like rendering the trees a little bit, and I also started working on the mountain in the background, which I will continue working on today. So we're gonna do the mountain, we're gonna do some beautiful picturesque sky, and then whatever we manage to paint in the 90 minutes that we have to. And once I finish this, but to try to like complete it as best as we can.
Basically, yeah.
I'll probably work
you're
on
hoping
it
to
a
get on
little
the
bit
way.
off stream. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the aim is to try kind of make it a more complete painting today, and get all those little details and such in as well. Would you say mountains are pretty hard to put together, by the way, in paintings? They look complicated.
Yeah, kind of. It's like I'm gonna be talking about the ugly stage again, but for me, I still feel like I'm gonna be in the ugly stage for a while before it starts looking good. But it's fine. You have to trust the process, you know. Every artist will tell you that. Just trust the process. Oh, no, have a good time. So I'm trying to have a good time. Unlike the time that I had with the road 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. You were stressing out a little bit about that.
Oh my god.
But I think it's come together really, really nicely.
We're wholesome today.
I'm loving all the little details. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know, we got some good vibes in the studio today. We got Peter here as well. He's always a good vibe to have around. So
Yes.
Yes.
Nimmo can be a little bit unhinged at times, you know. So
How long have you been painting? Any traditionally, like 6 months, 7 months, maybe.
Oh,
Like
how was
you
Annie's
started
vacation?
painting 6 months ago,
7 in
7 months?
November, I think.
and you are painting this well.
Right?
See,
Right?
I'm a I've been a digital artist for like 15 years now, and
Okay.
a lot of the skills are transferable. So it's not like somebody who, you know, when I picked up traditional painting, like I didn't come empty-handed essentially.
Okay.
But
yeah.
yes,
that makes sense.
I would still consider myself. I'm not a beginner, but I'm still learning the ropes, I would say.
But it's impressive.
Like it's also like the reason that I wanted to do this is that like, I'm still learning. This is not you watching somebody who's done this for 20 years. I'm somebody who's done digital art for most of my life, and I wouldn't say that I did stuff particularly well, like in terms of learning. I kind of just, you know, wanted to draw cool characters. I didn't want to learn my fundamentals. And now at an early 30 years old, I'm kind of, you know, finally like learning, actually focusing on the fundamentals, thinking about what I'm doing. And it's very nice, and it goes to show that like it's never too late to either pick up a hobby or just like start taking your hobby seriously. Or because like for me, like this is not what I do art for a living. I do digital art, mostly like concept art, a lot of like technical stuff. I don't paint. I paint, like for me, painting is still mostly a hobby. So I try to get better. By the way, I can see the chat, so you can probably it would be better if you like pinged SCS software, so I can see it highlighted. If you have any questions for me.
Oh, if you tag them, you mean like if you
saying, "I
use
can still get
SES
finger
software?
painting you can honestly pick up any hobby at any time. Like I recently followed this guy on Instagram. He's a really good artist, and he does like pen and ink, and he started, I believe, 5 years ago during COVID. He's really good, and he'd never painted before, like
Impressive.
drawing, painting. You can learn. It's not something you need any like natural talent for, because most people don't have it. I certainly don't, and I dare say I am very bad at picking up new skills. I am just like the slowest, lamest learner ever.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
It
may
doesn't.
not,
No.
but I am.
It doesn't. No, even
See ya,
Simple
guys,
Sim in
you
the
can-
chat saying you're very good, Annie. So
You can do anything, guys.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, we had somebody earlier, Joe Alex, saying, "How was your vacation?" Since they remembered from last time you were on
My
vacation.
vacation was amazing, and I wish it had been longer, but we had an amazing time, and the weather was nice. We had around nice 22 degrees. It was windy. It was cloudy, just the way I like it. And then I returned to Prague, and
Sounds
now we have
perfect.
35, and I am burning on the inside and outside, and I think we should make this heat illegal, honestly.
I mean, that's what we did in England, right? We actually just got rid of the sun. It just doesn't appear anymore. So we just have rain all the time now. No, but it has been very warm here as well, I gotta say.
You just deleted it like the default
just
cube in
deleted it.
Blender.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a missing pink texture now that just comes up in the sky. So that's all it is. We have a message for Peter here in the chat. This is coming from Kurad69, and they say, "I would like to see Peter less frequently on the stream so we can meet in the pub after work more often." Oh, is this a colleague or is this a secret admirer? I can't tell. Do you know who that is?
Yeah,
Peter?
I guess this is probably my friend.
Is that your friend?
That's such a,
See, this is
Is
This
it
is where we
qualified
need,
as a
like,
backhanded compliment? It's not, because it's an action. It's like a. Because a backhanded compliment is a bad thing. This is like, I don't know what to call it. It's like it sounds bad at first, but then you realize, actually, it's a nice thing to say to someone. It's like the kind of what do we say? Like, hate to see you go, love to watch you leave.
Yeah, that's true.
The weird
It's
comparison.
kind of like they want to spend more time with you. They kind of miss having you around, sort of thing, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is where we would need Nemiro in the studio, so he could approve more time off, basically. But there you go. So is Annie saying I can still take up finger painting at the age of 32? Yeah, if that's what you want to get into, I'd say that's
Yeah,
what you're saying,
you
right?
can.
Anything works there. All right. Good to see lots of you. We've got Indonesia in the chat as well. We've got America in the chat. We've got lots of people watching from
Oh,
all
that's
over the world. Good to
awesome.
have you all here. It's really good to see you all here. A lot of people as well talking about a little bit about 155. Of course, 155 came out for American Truck Simulator. Lots of cool updates in there. Glad you're enjoying it. And of course, ETS2 won't be too far behind. I know lots of you are asking questions about when that's going to be out, but we've still got a few things we've been working on, and that will eventually come out pretty soon. Like pretty soon, if it all goes according to plan.
Am I allowed to ask chat questions?
Yeah,
Because I want to
please.
know, chatters.
Do it.
I am the chat now. I ask questions now. You are the host.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Are there any artists in the chat, professional
Oh.
or hobbyists? And what are your favorite techniques?
Techniques.
Tell us all about it. Because this is an art-related stream.
Your question is one that I can't answer.
Yeah. Same.
Good question. We got. Oh yeah, I remember you from last time. Name the artist or Nani or
And
Nan.
digital, let's go.
Name digital.
Name the artist, and they have the artist in the name. That's awesome.
That's very cool. We got
Colored
Doc
pencil
Nader as
haven't
well.
painted in years.
Yep. I can relate with some of these people in the chat.
Does making
Cheeky,
glitteries
I
and
feel
decals
that.
for any race cars using vector? Do you do that as a you're the mark? Is that a hobby or do you actually do it for a living? And yes, it does count. It's just vector art is still art.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's more technical. Like I do a lot of technical, more like I said, like I most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm not painting, for a living. Sometimes I do like a wall paint here and there, but I don't do that very often.
Mm-hmm. It's pronounced Nane or Nani or Nane. Nane. Okay. Nane.
Sorry. 99% digital now, but no, when I started decades ago. That's awesome. Photography. That is, I would call it art. Honestly, it's like you're an artist because.
Heck yeah,
You
that makes me an
pretty
artist.
things.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I don't make it. I capture it, right? I capture pretty things, I guess. But
You capture the
Same thing, right?
moment, Alex. That's art too.
moment, capture a moment. That sounds like an advert. Capture the moment.
Yeah.
I do art
Straight up
professionally
commercial.
and as a hobby, mostly graphic design, but occasionally I have a friend. As a
As
model, I think forever digital painting.
This model?
No, I think that's a typo. That's awesome. It's nice to see professional artists in the chat.
Yeah, it's good
Now
to see quite a few
I'm gonna be
people.
stressed because I've got people to impress.
I have some art designing, but not painting. Okay.
Art, I believe, is something that like everyone should get into. And honestly, like, I hate when people say I'm an aspiring artist because there's no such thing. Like even if you just like get a coloring book, makes you an artist. You are creative in some way. You think about which color to use where. You blend the colors. You're an artist.
What about building stuff in Minecraft?
I mean,
Honestly,
creative mode, right?
like, creative mode, like I wouldn't, not sure.
Not necessarily like in creative mode, but just like creating stuff, building stuff in Minecraft.
Could it be seen as art? I mean,
See, like I
There's a
imagine
lo-
if like somebody designed like a really elaborate, like beautiful castle, like really nice, you would say, yeah, that's fairly artistic. So maybe.
to be fair, art has a big genre, right? Because like you see everything from incredible paintings that have taken years of somebody's life to put every little detail in, but then you also get the really, I don't want to offend anybody here, but a very interesting modern art that could just be a black line on a canvas, but it's worth millions or something, So it kind of like, there's a big spread, right, of what art could be to somebody. I guess everyone has their own like personal view on what art should be, I guess is the thing, but
True.
there's no like right or wrong. It's like if you see it as creative and art, then it's art, I guess it could be something like that. Minecraft is the same kind of art as architecture pretty much. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like building. I see that.
I can also like imagine a lot of those skills, it's gonna be transferable. So somebody who builds beautiful stuff in Minecraft might go into architecture or designing of some sort. So it's likely they're an artist.
But these are like, I guess could be considered like gateways into art, right? So somebody who's just playing a game like Minecraft or creating like skins or liveries or like doing pixel art or something like this, like just for a game, and then that kind of gets you sparked the interest in like doing other bits of art and trying out different ways of doing things, and it can kind of lead into other things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty well said. If it wasn't already like artistic to begin with. But now that you mentioned Minecraft and a few people here mentioned modding, that's actually like a great way to get into like professional, like game development professionally for a lot of people. Is that they start off as modders or have a history of like modding other games. Like a lot of people here, I don't want to say how many, but there's likelihood that like every other person has modded some game in some way at some point. You just love modding games, modifying them, so you go into game dev because it comes naturally to you.
We got a rule in the YouTube chat saying designing in Minecraft helps to give you a good sense of space and volume, so it's definitely transferable. Yeah, I guess it's like, yeah, okay, I can see it.
I believe
can see it.
Minecraft is like one of those things that I think are like super beneficial for like children to play, because there's like, you can be creative and build beautiful stuff, which is a great thing to learn, or you can make complex redstone circuits, or just have harmless fun. But like honestly, like are there any, like most people I know either like focused on like building the beautiful base, you know, building the big stuff, or they did the redstone stuff. Like, are there any people who just goof around in Minecraft?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I've seen like some really cool like arts created in Minecraft by people like using different like walls off the sheet, right? It's like colored, like the dyes and stuff like that in Minecraft, and then they like put it all together to make almost like a pixel art in like large form. I don't know if there's like proper painting per se. I don't know. I haven't played it that much, I'll be honest.
I haven't played Minecraft in so long, and I wanna boot it up.
I always like the music on the soundtrack. All the calm, peaceful music. A courtroom artist was arrested today for an unknown reason. Details are sketchy. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, who's posting these awful jokes in the chat? Dark Nader. Gonna start the dad jokes coming in.
Alex, you have a...
Creepers get you ready for client suggestions that ruin your work too. Oh my god. That is, oh my god, that's the best thing I
Too
read
real.
all week.
Too
Actually
real.
true.
What were we gonna say, Peter?
I wanted to say that you kind of, since you do photography, you know, you kind of have an art trip tomorrow,
Yeah, right.
right?
You're right.
Have
Alex,
a what? An art what?
you do
like-
photography.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
do
I do.
art.
Yeah.
So you kind of have an art trip tomorrow, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah, because I'm not around tomorrow. I'm off. But yeah, it involves me being away from the office in the middle of nowhere, sitting in like a hide, like a wildlife hide, and waiting for a bird to turn up to fish.
Wait,
So I can take a
seriously?
photo
Is that
of
your
it.
plan for tomorrow? Oh my god,
That
that
is what I'm
sounds
doing
so
tomorrow,
awesome.
yeah. Just sit there for hours and wait, and
Oh
just
my
hope that it turns up.
Do you share the
But,
results?
yeah.
We should.
Yeah, I
we
went
should
last year.
We should do a wildlife stream with Alex, just watching you. You know, it's like watching the 24/7 duck streams on Twitch.
Oh
Just
no,
ducks
it's like,
eating stuff.
That sounds good.
Let's watch you.
I like those. I always like it when you get like a really like well-known streamer going to those kind of like 24/7 duck streams or aquariums or whatever it is, and they just like overload the system to just give them all of the food. They just have so much food, like, because you can activate it with bits or whatever to give them food. And yeah, they just like buy them like so much food, and all the ducks are really happy, and it makes me happy. Yeah. Wait, do you know about the ducks, by the way, in Euro Truck Simulator 2, Annie?
What ducks? Wait.
What ducks? Me and Peter discovered
I don't
in
know
the
about
Germany
ducks.
rework in Cologne. There's these
Yeah.
ducks on a bridge. We found them.
Well,
Like,
there's
who put these here?
one duck, I think, right?
Is one duck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, on a fence on a bridge above the highway. There's one duck near Cologne.
The one duck.
The best location in our game.
Uh-oh.
So, what came first, the duck or the Easter egg?
Whoa, that's a difficult question. What do you think, Alex?
Well, I mean, my stream just froze for a second, so I've just missed the last 10 seconds of what you just said.
You missed
But
my
we're
turtle
back.
joke. That's a good thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let me remind the joke.
Please, one more time.
And he was asking what came first, the duck or the Easter egg.
The duck or the Easter egg? I don't know. Is there a definite answer?
I don't know.
No. I don't know. That's a
I would
conversation
say-
for another day.
I would say the duck, because the Easter egg is man-made and ducks were probably here for a couple of thousand years at least, right? So
Probably, yeah. Very true. Very true. Very true.
Alex,
And
did
it's got a
anybody
micro
tell you
CPU.
that we have 2 ducks living in the near the fountain in front of our office?
oh yeah,
Because we do.
No, man.
Yeah, it's a couple and they're
That-
awesome.
that's the best thing.
That might convince me to move back to Prague if you tell me
Please.
It's just about the best thing, the only good thing about this building.
It always makes my morning great when I walk into the office and I see those 2 ducks in front of the.
that. Are they friendly then,
entrance.
or
Yeah, they're friendly. Like I've seen some people feed them pea. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
like
usually
fro-
sometimes
fro-
like
frozen peas.
we usually just get like those geese from the Canadian geese that just like love to put themselves in front of like the most awkward spots in front of people, and then just like, hey, this is mine now, and then I'll just attack anybody that comes near it. So like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Like a lot of the time you usually get geese or like swans on the train line, and all the trains are delayed and nobody can go home because there's just like a duck waddling on the track or something like this. It happens so often that we actually have pre-recorded announcements ready for this sort of thing. So SES software adopting ducks. Maybe we should like motion capture them or something and put them in the game.
Sure.
That'd be pretty fun.
They're awesome.
Where's Peter going? Yeah.
They're either napping or they're just... Sometimes they're just swimming around or they're just not there. So I assume they're out looking for food maybe when they're not there. I don't know. I don't know the duck lifestyle. I can only make uneducated assumption.
By the way, you're looking at that person working on he's got quite a bit of rhythm in that.
Yeah.
What's he doing? I don't know. I'm not sure what he's doing. What is he doing?
Well, he needs to use his whole body to do the work he needs to do.
I'm not quite sure what's going on there. There goes the train though, at least, so that's passing you now.
Awesome.
It was so cool. I saw some ducks sleeping in the mini Schiphol airport. They have in the Mordro Dam. I don't know where that is, but that sounds nice. It does sound nice. Were you gonna say, Peter?
Yeah, well, I can't really draw or anything like that. When I was going to high school, we could choose between art and music class, and I chose art, and I was terrible.
Oh, okay. Oh. What kind of assignments did you get to draw? Like, did they ask, like, was it like a self-portrait, or was it like oranges and fruit, like still life, or what kind of art did they make you do there?
I don't really know. It was a lot of different things. We even had like an art trip to for a few days, where we just draw some different stuff, like, you know, nature or some buildings or stuff like that. But yeah, it looked like a 6-year-old would draw it, so.
I know, I feel quite relatable too. I don't know if anyone watches Futurama here, but like there's that scene where they cut to like a really like kid drawn crayon drawing on the wall, and it's like drawn by him at age 32. I'm just like, that's just so relatable. That's just me. It looks like a kid's drawing, but it says like Fry age 32 at the bottom. I think it's like his parents put it up on the fridge or something like this. So yeah, that's good fun. You know, it's currently where my very first HQ was at when I got ATS. Hey, nice. Good times, good times. No, someone's saying you're at their very first HQ right now, like where they base their HQ. Yeah.
Nice.
That is nice.
Okay,
but speaking of HQs, you're going to have some new HQs to maybe acquire in the future, right? July 10th. It's coming up with Iowa.
Yes,
that's going to be coming. I mean, that's next week Thursday, right?
Yeah, next week
Countdown
Thursday.
is on.
Damn, time flies.
Time does fly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to add Iowa to your Steam wishlist. And of course, you might have seen some of our blogs going out recently as well, surrounding the topics about Iowa. And also today we had a blog out about Louisiana, and of course about the capital city as well. How do you pronounce that? Do you know, Peter? Is it Des Moines? I need to learn before the big stream, you know? Des Moines?
The S's are silent, I think. But I'm not sure.
Des Moines, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Also,
so,
could
yeah, that's
be
exciting.
Something like Des Moines or something like that.
I do think it's Des Moines, but I don't want to be
Des
wrong,
Moines?
so...
Or, yeah.
See, when you're writing it, you're just writing it, but then when it actually comes to saying it, like, oh, actually, how do I pronounce this?
It sounds French, but I don't know.
Des Moines. Well, let's see if that actually is how you say it. I'm sure somebody will correct us in the chat. It is French. Someone says Des Moines. Des Moines. Oh, I'm gonna have to find that out. I'm
Yes.
excited for each new state. Yes, it is good. But yeah, Iowa, Hawkeye State. I'm very, very excited for it. Looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. There's already had quite a few cool blog posts about it. But otherwise, Iowa's still a bit of an unknown state to me. I haven't had a chance to kind of check it out for
Me
the
neither.
release or anything much, except from our streams, right?
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a drive through. So yeah, I'm excited to explore the rest of it.
You had one gameplay stream with Nemiro, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah. Closest sound in English would be Des Moines. Des Moines?
Yeah, so we were
Okay.
pretty close.
We're pretty close, yeah. I'd say we're pretty close. Don't forget, if you got some questions, ask them away. You can ask them for Annie, who's our special guest today, getting on with the painting, and it's looking fantastic. Can we get another close-up of that painting, Benny? Because I know we got a painting in the corner right now. But it is looking real nice. I'm loving those kind of snow-capped mountain there in the background.
I like the
the
double yellow
beautiful
line in the
trees.
middle of the road.
No, yeah, that's enough.
It
It
looks
is nice.
really realistic.
You got the shadows too.
Yeah, with the shadows.
It's really, really nice. It's really coming together. So, again, we want to see some of your speculations, some of your guesses in the chat of, you know, what this painting might mean for the future. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to tell you if you're right or wrong. But we will reveal
Look at-
all
Look at the
when the time
sky.
comes.
It's
Look
beautiful.
at that. Isn't that? Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
Oh wow. Now that would be fun
You guys
to
are a little-
paint.
Are you a little bit sad that the days are getting shorter again now, by the way? Because we passed the longest day, right?
True,
Did
yeah.
we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
We already had our solace.
Wait, I need to go this way, right?
21st of June was the longest day. And
21st?
sunrise for us. Yeah, the 21st of June, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and our sunrise here in the UK at that time was 3:42 a.m.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
too early.
It's pretty early. I mean, it's not as bad as like up in the Scandinavia regions, right, where the sun doesn't set really at all.
True.
So, yeah. Hey, Tintin, good to see you here. Good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. And enjoying the little combination we've got going on here. Bit of painting, bit of trucking. It's very good. But yeah, again, if you have some questions for Annie or for me or Peter then on any topic pretty much, then do let us know. Also, if you haven't seen already, we're reminding you on social media. Don't forget, Steam Summer Sale. It's on right now. Lots of great games.
Oh
and
no,
of course we
it's
have...
here. Not the
It's
Steam
here.
summer sale.
It is here.
Anything but that. Please, Gaben. I already got Silent Hills. I think it's Village,
did you?
the one that comes before that. Cause
Yeah. Oh.
yeah. So I'm excited to play through those because I've only played like the oldest. I believe the oldest Silent Hill game.
I haven't
Oh my
played
God.
anything yet. I haven't bought anything yet from the Steam Summer Sale. I need to have a good look through it.
You should get Elden Ring because it's discounted.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 40% off.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's lots of games to start, including our own library as well. Of course, Euro Truck and American Truck. We've got the big summer sale going on at SCS Software as well. So if you're looking to pick up some paint job packs or some map expansions or whatever it might be, definitely check out the catalog right now because it is the
Yeah.
perfect time to do so.
It's like what
Pick yourself
up to
up a good deal.
75% discounts.
Yep.
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 Do get the bundles, guys. Do get the bundles.
Good deals.
Yeah, the bundles are definitely
Yep.
worth it.
If you're-
yeah.
if you're
All the
missing
big
any-
deals.
Any states, and you're just itching to drive through them, get the bundles,
Mhm.
snipe the best
Yep.
deals.
And you have until July 10th, which is the same day as IO releases. So easy to remember.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. That's all we have on time until. So definitely make the most of it while you can. Steam always seems to have a sale when I have no money to spare. Well, the truth is that we actually watch your bank account and then we put the sale on. That's how it works usually. That's at least what Gaben told me anyway. No. Own all the DLCs? Yeah. Thank you
And
for your
need to
support.
stream
We
her
appreciate that.
Work on website too, on Instagram. I honestly, I don't think anybody would watch because I don't have many followers. So this is a great opportunity for me to be able to show my
Ooh.
art to very many people.
Oh,
Well, that's a cool
is that school
depot.
buses? Check that out. Oh, I got some animations happening in there too. Some movement.
I didn't expect I would need to go inside.
Wish I had a sponge. I forgot to bring a sponge because.
What would you do that? Like blending then? Is that like what it's best used for? Like blending
Yeah,
the
like I'm
colors?
thinking it would be useful because I'm trying to get like this like misty effect going on.
A little bit of fog in the
Yeah,
background.
little fog. Don't know if it looks like fog. It's vaguely foggish.
Heroic Trucker is asking, do you have any of your paintings in the SES building or displayed anywhere else outside of SES?
Nope. Nope, I do not.
Nope.
Unless them taking up precious space in the art room counts as being displayed.
Maybe. I'm not too sure. I've not been there before, so maybe Peter, that's like a judgment for you. Do you think that's an art display in there, or?
What should
They're
I
not
do?
displayed. They're just like unfinished paintings taking up space.
Oh, I see.
In the creative
Gotcha.
room?
Gotcha.
In the creative room. Yeah.
Oh. I haven't spent much time there.
Maybe you should sometime.
Well, as I said, I can't really draw or do anything.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I'm good at eating stuff.
You can do, some still painting of your favorite.
Still life.
Yeah.
What if you could?
Or
If you feel
paint
like you
with-
did have the talents enough to paint and everything, what food would you paint, Peter? Like that you could hang up, that you'd be proud of to hang
if
up.
I could, like, draw anything,
Yeah.
and would that, like, how should I decide? Like, what was the most beautiful food, or was the most tasty
It's
food?
Something that inspires
what
you,
you
like-
love.
What
yeah.
food inspires me?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
just something like if you were stranded on an island and you could only eat one food for a whole year, but you could pick any food and it would
Dang.
just magically drop from the sky.
Okay, well,
What would you pick?
I was just talking about this with my girlfriend. Girlfriend. And I was saying I would pick pizza because you can get like different kinds of pizzas, but she told me that you can only pick one. So
So
that depends.
what kind of
So
pizza?
it's just been.
What kind of pizza?
I don't
Would you
think so.
pick one?
I like some, I don't know, pizza with salami, bacon,
Mm.
jalapenos, stuff like that.
Do you know what I think would be a good idea for that scenario? Say you were on the island and you can only have that one food. What you do is that you get a pizza with everything on it. And that way,
Yeah.
instead of eating everything every day, you could then be picky and be like, I just want pepperoni today,
True.
and take everything else off and then just have a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
just
yeah.
have like something
You
like
know?
different on each third, like one third
Go
pepperoni,
halves,
one
yeah.
third whatever else you like.
Yeah.
Bananas, apparently, because that's what Sweden do. Putting bananas on their pizza.
That you know what? I'm not gonna judge because I like to eat. We already covered this a month ago, not a month,
We
ago,
did.
3 weeks ago. Raw onions. So I am not legally allowed to judge anybody's food choices.
Okay, that's a clever answer. Team Miguel said, I would choose an apple because it will keep me healthy since I won't need to see a doctor every day.
True.
Big brain answers in the chat. I like it.
Big brainers in the chat as always.
She judges silently. Maybe.
Can I get demerit points on this stream or not?
Nah. It's not really a Let's Play stream, is it? I would say.
Okay.
I wouldn't say so. What are you thinking, Peter?
Well, I'm just scared,
You're scared.
That's all.
You lost so many points yesterday, though, in the driving academy. Like, you got yourself down to like only 2 violation points. You're up at like 12
I had 9.
or 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I had 9, but yeah. I
Go
did pretty
nuts,
good.
Peter.
Just
Run the
bacon.
lights. They're like, do it, Peter. Do it. I already grew up eating pepperoni pizza every day for 20 years. I will say you don't like pizza as much afterwards. That's understandable. I know why he asked that, because there's a sleep violation incoming.
Yeah.
Is that why? Your driver's getting tired. You're like, can I drive while tired, please? I'm getting
There's
points.
a rest stop, like pretty near me, so I will
Yeah,
stop
you're not
there.
too far away. You are okay. Somebody was asking specifically, Annie, if you had seen the F1 movie yet.
Not yet.
But
Not yet, because I was
I
on
haven't seen it.
vacation, and all of
I
my
haven't seen it
friends
yet.
have already seen it. Yeah, and I'm desperately
they?
looking for someone to go with me. Alex, do you wanna
Dang.
fly yourself to Prague so we can go see the F1 movie together?
I mean, we could do that, or you can just come to Silverstone this week. It could be either one of them, you know. I mean,
Because like I have no one to go with, because my boyfriend doesn't
Dang.
care about F1, so I'm gonna.
Benny, have you seen it?
Me?
Benny,
Benny.
because Benny likes F1, right? Benny, have you seen the F1 movie? No.
Go with me.
Potential. Just saying.
I really wanna.
You're gonna be at.
People
You're
say
gonna
it's
be
a
at
ni- it's a-
Silverstone this weekend.
I've heard that it's a nice movie if you like, turn your brain off, just enjoy the story. Then apparently it's really good, and it's got decent ratings.
I've heard it's okay. I mean, I keep seeing like little clips online of like just funny moments from the film where like just the drivers are very unbothered, because they filmed a lot of the scenes like during actual Formula One races, and they included the drivers, and a lot of them just don't look happy to be around for the film. They just want to go home after the race, or get on with the race sort of thing. So, but yeah. Low-key, Peter just made an F1 move on that car. I'm telling you, Peter's got racing blood in his veins.
True,
If
yeah.
you're with us yesterday for the driving academy, he was trying to earn those extra 3 stars that you can earn for the bonus stars, so you can get like the well, you earn the extra rewards there, right? Like
Yeah.
to get the achievements and stuff like that. And
mostly
some of the
because I
times are
wanted
pretty
to
close.
I wanted to lose those demerit points.
There's that too, yeah. They had the agreement, but like there was this one where was it the driving in inclement weather?
Yeah.
And, like it had a 3-minute time to get the gold star, and like even on what we thought was a pretty fast run, he only had like 10 seconds left. So like he was really going fast, and that was definitely F1 like. So he definitely has it in him to do a bit of racing, that's for sure.
How much time did I have left there? Do you remember? Was it like
Yeah, it was like a
45 or something?
minute 50. Yeah, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. I don't remember how much it was exactly. Peter took the time as a challenge. Exactly. The time challenge. Thanks for reminding me of the summer sale. Got all the DLCs on both games again. Hey, no problem. Glad we can help out. Thank you for your support as well. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Of course, got lots in the pipeline as well. Lots being worked on. Things that have been announced, things that haven't been announced. So there's always things happening more. Peter needs more driving academy. You missed that. Peter's been doing quite a bit of driving academy recently. We've been showing off the new driving proficiency module, which is the 2nd chapter, right? And Peter's been doing pretty good at that. He's doing pretty good at that. Those are some hard
Thanks.
challenges. They're not easy. So all the respect to him.
I'm not doing very good here, but this is a tight spot, you know. Okay,
It's not easy.
let me just switch. You see
You
that?
can. Yeah. Oh my! What are you trying to do? How did you get yourself into this situation?
I don't know. I just parked
How are you
next to
backed
this,
up against
next to
the
this truck.
It's because you pulled into it, right? Like you pulled forward into the spot,
Yeah.
and now there's another truck there parked. Ah, see, this is why you always back into.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind.
Give me the
Oh my
wheel,
God.
someone says. I don't know how he's managed this. What?
Are you trying to give him a smooch?
A what?
You look like you're trying to give the blue truck a smooch.
I don't know what that is.
That is a tiny little kiss.
Ah.
There you go. Careful not to. You're gonna hit the building, aren't you? Oh my
Nah,
goodness,
don't
Peter.
worry. I'm a pro. You saw me yesterday.
Someone said you could do it, Peter parking. Peter parking.
That's so good.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Team U version of Peter Parker. Just instead of he's behind the wheel, so he's Peter parking. never tried the driving academy, hey, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Like, even if you've been playing the game for a little while, this new module that we released in 1.55, it's already out for American Truck Simulator, but you know, ETS 2 won't be too far behind. You can it'll definitely be a challenge for you. I guarantee it. You'll find some challenges in there. The first chapter is mainly about for drivers who maybe need a bit of a refresh or just want to get familiar with the truck. Maybe you're playing for the first time. Maybe you got a friend who's jumping on. It's the perfect place to start learning how the controls of the truck work and getting familiar with, you know, driving and maneuvering as well. But the second one, yeah, really definitely presents a bit more of a challenge.
I can imagine some of those must be really difficult, like to collect all 3 stars.
I bet, yeah.
Some of the later ones, especially.
Someone said this perfectly in the YouTube chat. Xef Jord says, "A peck is a small kiss. A smooch is what my grandma gives me when I visit, and I awkwardly try to get away."
Okay. Okay then.
Perfect description.
So is smooch like derogatory?
I don't know.
You're the native speaker. You're supposed to know.
I
I'm
don't
not.
How dare
it's
you,
meant to
Alex?
be.
How dare you, Alex?
I don't.
You're
I
supposed to
don't
have all the
think so, no.
answers.
I meant to know everything. I don't hear
Yes.
people use the word smooch very often.
Sounds cute. Smooch?
Yeah, I usually hear it in movies. Like, give me a smooch. Like, very old school, right? Kind of like older.
I don't even know what that was the first like synonym for kiss that came to mind, but I did. Maybe, I don't know.
What?
The smooch.
It's not good talk, I don't know. Yeah. It's like an old-timey word. Yeah, it's kind of old school.
It's old-timey.
It's old
okay.
school.
I guess I'm old-timey, I don't even know.
I hope Peter doesn't have a driving license the way he is driving. I mean, he's not driving bad.
I didn't
He's not
even
driving
crash.
bad.
Good question there. Is the painting going to be done this time, or are we getting another stream? The answer
Oh,
to
good
that,
question.
the painting. This is the last painting stream. The painting's gonna be mostly done. I'll probably touch it up off stream, then we decide what we wanna do with it. But I believe, and Nemiro's not here, so I'm just gonna do his job for him. If you would like to see me on stream more often, you should probably say that in chat and let us know. Because
Definitely.
if you do, there's a possibility that I might come on more often with more art-related stuff, something different next time, maybe even something directly game development related in a similar way that the 3D modeling streams work.
If you had free roam to come with any stream idea, Annie, what kind of stream would you do?
I would
have an
I would
idea?
love to do a series where I would just walk you through like the process of like designing a brand for our games. Like
That's
something
cool.
fictional. Like
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
it couldn't be something that we're actually gonna use. Maybe we even could in some way. Who knows? So that could be fun. Like if
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if
No,
we could
that is
trust
way
chat
too
enough
blue.
to like vote for the best design to be put into the game, because I feel like a lot of people will just try and choose a funny design or get you to do a funny design.
not that.
We know how chatters are sometimes. But that definitely would be interesting, because there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that maybe you don't realize. It's not all as simple as just thinking of an idea and then that's it, it's done. There's a lot more that goes in behind the scenes there, in terms of, you know, how it's presented in the game.
This is
Any billboards or trailer skins?
Billboards or trailer skills. Yeah, we could do those at the end as well. We could do a billboard. That's usually a part of like the big economy packages. You usually have to like not most of them, but some of them they do have trailer skins. Many of them, if not all, do have at least one billboard. So that is something we could potentially do. It's
Definitely. I think we could definitely do that.
Would be
Quiz
fun.
these good boomers. Yeah, let us know your ideas, chat. Let us know your ideas. If you want to see more streams with Annie, or just in general, if you have any other stream ideas in terms of maybe you'd like to see a certain type of gameplay, you want us to try a challenge, you want us to explore something specific, maybe you want to see us do a live stream from a remote location outside of the studio. Maybe that might be a possibility, who knows? But if you give us some ideas,
maybe,
let us know.
Maybe like an eating challenge with Peter parking.
Yeah, we could fund to have the first SCS mukbang on the stream.
Yeah,
just have lots
all
of
you
food,
can
and
eat,
we just sit here and
all you can eat, all paid by SCS.
we could just do that. We could do like those in real life streams where, like, you know, the streamers just go out into the real world and just walk around and chat, and they have like sound alerts playing from their speaker or something like this, getting all the attention. No, you know, I would love one day, actually, in my head, I know this might be a bit of a push, but we'll see. You know, Trucker Dylan, who does like the live streams from his truck. Man, it'd be so cool just to join him as a special guest on the stream. Like, just be in the cab for a drive with him for the day. I know there's probably a lot of like hoops with the company that to even make this possible, insurance and stuff like this, and everything else with company stuff. But that'd be a lot of fun to like spend the day with like a real driver and just kind of like chat with the chat, check out what they do, how things work. It would be pretty cool.
True. Yeah.
SCS stream at a truck stop and have Peter do a real parking job. Peter, would you do it? Would you try and maneuver a truck into a parking spot?
Did you see me yesterday? Did you even see me? Of course I can do it.
This guy. This is why we call him Peter Parking, man. The confidence is real.
I crushed the first module of Driving Academy. And so far I'm crushing the second one, so no challenge is big enough for me.
I mean, we've seen some of our other colleagues get behind the wheel of a truck at different locations, so Peter's long overdue. That's for sure. Annie, would you do it? Would you ever get behind the wheel of a truck if an opportunity arose for that?
I would if the truck was parked, and I have, and that was great. I am very scared to drive. So.
Oh really?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Even I don't even
on a
like
closed
ride a
course,
bike.
or?
It's just it freaks me out. I don't have a license.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's why I love watching like racing, because it's like living through
them.
Yeah. Through
Yeah.
them. Watching them do the
Gotcha.
cool thing that I could never.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's just
And it's always
scares me.
And those cars go a lot faster than you realize, because like the cameras are a bit deceiving in terms of like the speeds, because they have like the helicopters and the drones that are keeping up with the pace of the cars. And then when you see actual raw footage from like the grandstands, or somebody's actually there,
scary
and then
stuff.
you realize how fast they're going, you're like, oh my
Scary
goodness.
stuff, but it's so cool.
It is very cool. Yeah.
I honestly admire everybody. Like, you see, that's the thing. Like, there are people here thinking that I am super skilled for being able to do this, but honestly, like, I do consider like being able to drive a car like way cooler than being able to paint this, honestly.
Oh no, I wouldn't say so. I think I'd rather
it's
paint.
more useful, and it's just says a lot about you. I'm just scared to drive. It's great. Just a scared little person.
I don't think that painting's like a useless skill in any sorts. Like, think of all the great, amazing things that we've like learned from paintings, all the historical paintings we look back on, the famous paintings, you know, throughout history.
I'll say applicable in our everyday life.
Okay, I see.
Well, it's useful for like painting walls and stuff.
I mean, doing concept art for game development, yes, which is why I'm here. But
right?
Have you tried DIY stuff, painting at home, Annie?
What do you mean?
Or would you say no? Like, have you tried painting the walls at home? Like, is that a transferable
No.
application? No.
My sister does it. Quite a lot of my like artists like friends do it as well, but I've never really tried. Like when I was 14, we did one project when we painted on a wall. I might try at some point. Apparently, it's not rocket science, because you have like a laser pointer that kind of helps you know where to paint. You just have to have your sketch ready. I've never tried.
I do actually want to get your opinion on something because maybe some people know, but I actually do play virtual reality quite a lot. I have my own virtual reality set up here at home, even to the point where I have like full body tracking, like it tracks my feet and my arms.
Wait, you have one of
and,
those?
like, so
Aren't they like crazy expensive?
And, I mean, they're expensive, but compared to photography gear, it's like not much. Yeah, I mean, it is expensive.
Okay, that is
Also,
okay, so
like my headset tracks
Alex,
up my
I'm
eyes
sorry,
and my
but that's
mouth
like
as
the
well.
cope of the century.
Crazy.
It's
What?
it's an
What do you mean?
expensive. It's so expensive because compared to photography, my guy.
It is expensive. It is expensive. Yeah, VR is expensive. I will give you that. But it is fun because like I can kick people in like some fun games. You know, just use my foot to actually kick somebody or whatever.
Oh my god.
So.
It's gonna be healing.
But no, I was gonna ask because like on my headset you can also do like the pass through and actually overlay things in real life. And I've seen a lot of different people recently when they've been doing art, they're actually wearing like a virtual reality headset to overlay the image onto a wall or decal or whatever, and they're just doing it themselves at home. Like, does that like scare you a little bit or worry you in any way, or do you think it's like just another evolution of art?
I imagine that's gonna give you like I would imagine you couldn't probably do it for long because that would have to give you a headache. Like you just have this extra thing on your head, and also like you have to like do maybe. I just imagine it would strain your eyes as well, because you know you would focus on. It's I don't know. Like at first, like I don't own a VR headset, but every time I borrow it, I just it's uncomfortable. For me, it gets uncomfortable after 10 minutes. So, I would probably just prefer the laser pointer. But it does look cool. Like I have seen people do really cool stuff in VR. I just cannot see myself trying it out. Yes. Actively using it, I guess not.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm not. I just like I've seen it on like Instagram reels where people have been using it to like paint stuff or using it as a reference way, and I think it's clever. But other people like seem to be pretty against it. But at the same time, I'm like, there's probably like bigger horses to worry about, like people who are just like straight up using AI and then claiming it to be like their artwork or something like this. But I'd rather people try it, physically themselves first. So
I mean, if you're just redrawing your own art, then then you're not doing anything wrong.
True. That's true.
And even if you're painting somebody else's art on your wall, it still takes some effort. You're still, transferring it. That's also not always easy to do.
Yeah. Someone said in the chat, I mean, the problems Annie brings up are ones even the most dedicated fans of VR deal with. It's just comfortability. Yeah. You get warm in them. They get a bit sweaty. Yeah, after a while you get pretty tired, and they can be pretty heavy on your head as well, depending on what headset you have. So
like honestly, even these streams now that, because prior to the stream we did 3 weeks ago, I hadn't gone on stream for a while, and we used to wear the headsets. And now that I don't have to wear a headset, it's way more comfortable to just do anything, or just talk, or just sit here for an hour and a half, and I don't even realize that it's been an hour and a half because I just feel way more comfortable. So yeah, wearing heavy headset.
It feels natural.
Never comfortable.
That's it, exactly. Speaking of, time is going fast. We're
what time is it?
passing over the hour mark
7?
at the moment. So yeah, already 7. So we've got about 30 minutes left here on the stream. So, but progress-wise, I mean, the painting's looking fantastic. It's looking really nice. I've seen you've added some kind of more details there to the sky. A little bit of mist around the trees as well. It's looking very good. Looking very, very good. The location has not been revealed. Someone's asking if it has been revealed. We cannot say. We cannot say. This is for a future thing. But we'd love to hear your guesses, your speculation. Apparently, there's also a clue to where this might be on the tablecloth, even with all those license plates. This is what Nemiro was saying in the last 2 streams. I didn't know about this, but feel free to take your guesses. And then obviously at a future date we'll let you know.
With this hint, so
he did. He was just straight away always giving it off. Like, yep. Look out for it. Look out for it. Hi Peter, how you doing there with the jobs?
I finally parked this bus. Took me a while, but to be fair, it was a pretty tight space.
It is. You're right. It is indeed.
Yeah, and I'm taking another delivery to Arkansas, to El Dorado, I think.
Very
Right.
nice. The Road to
Nice.
El Dorado. That's a good movie. I do like that.
I just realized this is Mark's profile, and we are like helping him pay off his debt. I don't know. He never helped me in ATS 2. He only
Ooh, that's-
sabotaged my let's play.
Oops.
You got to take that up with him when he gets back.
You weren't supposed to find out.
You got to take that up with him whenever he's back again for a stream. I feel like I haven't seen him in such a long time. I hope he's
Yeah, I
doing
haven't
okay.
seen it in a while.
He's been on a
Yeah.
business trip for like half a year.
Oh,
Yeah, no, literally, he's on the business trips of business trips. You know, so yeah, I'll be excited to see him when he gets back. I know Benny, you out there for a little bit with Mark, right? So I guess he can give us an update if need to be. He was. There you go. How is Mark? Last time you saw him, was he okay? Was he all good? He sometimes pops into the chat during the stream. He does.
last time
When
I
is Mark
saw
coming
him,
back? I don't
that
know.
was after he.
He lost beard.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah. And I remember being like, "Oh my god, who is? Oh,
Who is this?
Who is that?
Who are you?
Does he?
and then I told to him, "Oh, so a new legendary Mark skin just dropped." And I think he thought it
New
was
Mark
cringe,
skin.
but he did understand. But yeah.
Did he misplace it? No, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to keep cool in the summer. Give himself a little bit of a trim.
Is he growing it back,
understandable.
Benny? Do you know?
He's not? Oh my goodness. Controversial. I liked his beard.
Controversial.
I liked his beard, man. Yeah.
According to the GPS, that looks like a short delivery.
That does look like a very short delivery. Wait, to just going out into the road and back in again, or what?
Yeah, I didn't pick up the load yet, so it's just guiding me towards the trailer.
True. Very, very true. Yeah, I grow my beard from fall to spring, then hibernate the beard in the summer. Understandable. Gets a bit messy, gets a bit sweaty. It's probably just for the best, you know. They take a while to grow. They take a while. It's a lot of time, a lot of dedication.
Is it
to grow a beard
uncomfortable
of this size.
to have a full beard in summer? Like you know, having long black hair is fairly annoying, but I imagine the beard's gotta be even more annoying. Is it?
I've
Is
never had a full beard. This is like basically
I don't
like
know.
the length that I go.
Yeah, that's why I'm
and then
asking
I
chat, not the two of you.
Any full bearders in the chat? Anyone with
Any
like long
full
long
bearders
beards?
in the chat?
Any Santa Clauses? No. Yes, it is. It is uncomfortable.
Oh, damn.
I can imagine because it must be like wearing like a scarf, right? Because you're just like trapping a lot of heat and stuff. It is when you drive with the windows open, it blows in your face. I do wonder how like all the bikers do it, you know, all the guys with like the leather jackets and the big beards and they're like going down the highway. Do they have to wear like a beard tie or something? You know, like how you have a hair tie and they
A
just
helmet for the beard.
a helmet for the beard, something like this, yeah. I don't know. No idea. Beard people, you have to let us know. Mine just gets itchy and I end up trimming it. Yeah, you always have to kind of go through that phase when you're growing it where it looks awful and then it slowly starts to come together again.
I feel that when I was growing my hair out, because
Mm.
I had a very short hair and an undercut in my teens, and then I decided to grow my hair out, and it was in an ugly stage for like 4 years.
Yeah, you have to just grow through it.
Yeah.
It isn't so much of a problem as getting hot as it is getting kind of itchy and uncomfortable. Okay, okay.
You look scared,
Interesting.
Alex.
Well,
So much beard
No.
lore.
I've thought about it like every now and again, like maybe I should try growing my beard out, but then it just gets to that stage where, I don't know, for me anyway, it just gets this really awful looking curly, and like some parts are longer than the others, and it's really uneven. I'm just like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I look terrible. I look really bad. I don't think I can, and then I just shave it again. So I have to kind of keep it tidy. Yeah. And not to mention, my fiance doesn't like it too much either because it like always gets in the way. Like when we're cuddling or whatever, she's like, "Man, you're scratching me with your beard."
Oh yeah, it's so annoying that it grows so fast. Like
I can't help it. It's not my choice. I
Yeah.
do this.
But oh my god, it would annoy me to have to shave every day.
Mm. My partner is older than me, so she wants me to keep it so she feels younger than me.
That makes
Aw.
sense.
That does make sense, yeah. I don't know. I feel like whenever I've shaved my beard off, I look way younger. Like, baby face. Like, I remember once I shaved, like, all of this off and the moustache too, and then I got ID'd for an energy drink. Like, it makes me look really
Oh my
baby face,
God.
and I'm like, I'm
I
not
need
doing
to,
that again.
now I need to see it. Pictures or it didn't happen, Alex.
Well, I didn't take any pictures because it looked awful, and I looked like a baby, so I didn't even bother with it. So
Really?
that was
Not a single one, because I would trade you my pictures from my teenage years.
I mean, I don't know. I would have, maybe there is one somewhere that I'd have to dig out, but I don't know where it is right now. So
Maybe
there's that, and there's
Facebook.
the time when I was in Australia and I shaved my head, and nobody knew about that either. So because I was in a different country. And my parents always ask to see the photos, and I'll never share them because I know they'll probably leak them to the world on Facebook or something like this. 'Cause that's what parents do, right? They share like the most embarrassing photos of you
yeah.
online without you realizing. I got asked for ID the last time I shaved as well. I just said thank you and took it as a compliment, to be honest. Yeah, I guess.
That's
I
what
guess.
you do as a woman who's older than 25. You just take it as a compliment whenever you get ID'd.
Take it as a compliment. Yep.
It hasn't happened to me in like 2 years, but I swear it happens sometimes.
I'm 32 and people still ask for my ID. I don't remember the last time I got ID'd. I think I got ID'd a couple of years ago at a club once, but that was about it. I think they're just checking everyone's ID just in case. So, yeah. Peter, you can bypass.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You try. I'm trying to get out of here, man. Trying to get out of here.
I was buying beer last week, and the lady at the counter wanted me to show her my ID. It felt kind of nice.
Aww.
I was like, "Oh,
That's
thank
nice.
you, thank you."
Yeah.
That's always good.
That's
Always a good
probably
feeling.
because I was wearing my hat, so she didn't see my not existing hair. So yeah.
Chat's only also on the topic of like hireable drivers and like people from SCS who are like drivers you can hire in the game. And I think they're discussing whether you're in it, Annie, as a driver you can hire. And someone said Annie's not hireable driver, but
I
maybe
don't
she has a
know.
mural or
'Cause
two silos.
I had my image taken a while back, but I don't know if it's been added or not.
No idea. I have mine in there, but
Mark too.
I think I've said this. I've said it many times on the stream. Whoever like made my driver profile made me the worst driver. I always just get complaints from people every now and again on social media saying like, "Hey, I hired you as a driver, and you're losing me so much money, man." Like, all the time,
my God.
all the time. Like I always get these complaints. Like I'm meant to like try and improve somehow, but I'm like, that's not me, man. Yeah. So that happens. That happens. So true. See, who has me hired in the game? Did any of you have me hired, or did you just remove me because I was just losing you money?
Maybe
That's my question.
maybe you're a bad omen, you know.
Maybe. I don't know. My RNG ain't so good. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently for the first time with my fiance, and like every time we do the dice rolls, because it's like Dungeons and Dragons style, like you have to roll. I always get just such low numbers all the time. I'm really not so great at it. So I have you. I'm patient with you. You might improve. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Thanks for believing in me, man. I appreciate it. Oh gosh, look at this painting there. Look how beautiful this is.
But
Look how lovely the canvas is looking.
you are on some murals, right? In some ATS
Me?
DLCs, yeah. Map
Yeah,
expansions.
yeah. I mean, Oklahoma, I think,
And last,
and Iberia.
I
Iberia.
remember.
I didn't know
Yeah,
about the
my
Iberia
Iberia.
one.
I
Oh,
remember
dang.
you are in one of the most recent ones.
Yeah, I think it's Oklahoma or Kansas.
I remember writing the blog with that screenshot. So, and
The black and white full body.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Did you do those?
Yeah, I did those, but they're old.
Nice.
I could do them way better now. Just saying, guys.
Someone's
Get the
saying
updates.
you are twice in ATS.
Twice. Wait, I'm in. Where's the other
On
one?
silos, both in Kansas.
I believe it wasn't
Kansas.
twice. Twice in ATS or Kansas.
When did we release Kansas?
Kansas?
End of 2023, right?
Like a year ago.
Isn't it? I'm getting kind of lost.
Because I.
Kansas was released on the 30th of November 2023.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was one of
2023.
those more recent ones, maybe
Oh.
Nebraska or.
It wasn't Kansas. I don't remember, but I know which wall paint you mean. Am I twice in ATS? Am I? I also
Maybe.
remember. I don't know which one of my colleagues did that one, but there's a wall paint of like people like dancing in circle, and I was one of those people. But those figures are, I think, maybe headless,
Uh-huh.
or maybe like from the back, so you can see them.
Mhm.
Cafe in ATS, yeah, that's true.
Mm.
That was not Wonder's idea back then. That was all we did that for Wyoming, I think. We just thought, hey, but what if we just made it into Annie's? So I thought, but
Here we go. This is
from the back, yeah. You can see your. Oh my God, that's a nice sketch. We can see your tattoo. Okay. Can you zoom in on my tattoo, so that shit knows? That's okay. That's a very nice sketch. He's not zooming in on my tattoo.
And where's that?
I don't remember. I honestly don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I have a selfie portrait in Iberia, because that
nice. I didn't know about that one.
and that was, oh my gosh, over 5 years ago when I painted that one, and that was from
flies.
like a concert hall or something,
Mhm.
like an art gallery concert hall kind of place, and I kind of did like a sort of it's like colorful abstract-ish selfie of myself and just gave myself a fake name and pretended that it's some random woman who just happens to look like me. Exhibition.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have like one. It's not even really me though. It's not like a picture of me or an art of me or anything. It's just literally like my gamer tag that I go by in ATS. It's in Texas at the Cadillac Ranch, where all the cars are kind of like sticking out the ground, and like I don't remember who I was talking to. I don't remember their name. I apologize if they're watching, but basically like I was helping them with like a reference for that area, and like I noticed there was like a really fresh sudden update to the Google Street View, and it's just like suddenly it was very clean, but now there's graffiti all over the ground where people have just tagged their own names even all the way up to the road. And so I was like, hey, maybe you should add all the graffiti in as well, because it would look pretty cool and colorful and stuff like that, and pretty accurate since it's so up to date. He's like, yeah, it's a really good idea. He's like, hey, do you want your name within the graffiti as well? And I was like, yeah, sure. So
Oh,
now you
that's-
can just see my name within the graffiti.
Awesome.
So that's pretty nice. But it's not like Alex, it's like Lud the Lad, which is like my gamer tag, which I've gone by for a long time. So that's my only claim to fame in the game. Besides being a hireable driver, of course. But that means we got to. I mean, Peter, I don't think you're anywhere in the game yet.
Nope.
We-
I also
where would you
got
like to
my
be?
picture taken, but I don't think it's there yet. So
Well, what kind of Easter egg would you like? Would you like to
well,
in the driving academy somewhere, maybe?
Peter
I'm not-
parking.
Peter parking in the driving academy could be.
Not in
could
the
make
driving
happen.
academy. Just put me on a skyscraper with that blue Spider-Man costume and
Yeah.
the big P.
We can't exactly do that.
You need like one of those really cheesy billboards. It's like, do you need help with your driving? Then call 1-800 Peter Parking or something like this.
We could do
It's
that.
just you like smiling.
We should
next to you.
do more of these, and we do actually have just a little teaser, something of that sort coming to the game soon. These like
Oh.
very bold, very American ones when it's just like, hey you, something something.
Yep.
Like just bold text. It's just
Yep.
few words.
Very out
Somebody's
there,
face staring
yeah.
into your soul. Call this number.
Yep.
They're
Call this
awesome.
number. All the lawyers. All the
Very
lawyers.
American.
Kind of reminds me of like Saul Goodman, right? All of his adverts that he had all over town. If you ever watch Breaking Bad or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
So
great TV shows.
Oh yeah.
great, yeah. I only watched it for the first time last year, so
I watched it once only, both of those.
Same. So long ago.
so long ago.
Guys, if you have any more questions for either of us, write them in the chat. We're here
Yeah.
for only 15 more minutes.
15 more minutes, and this painting is coming along beautifully, might
This
I
is
add.
the last painting stream,
Mm-hmm.
but we will
Look at it.
definitely let you post some update about the painting, whatever we decide to do with it, because it hasn't been decided yet.
But I mean, for those who've been watching, and let's get a show of hands. Who has been watching since the first episode of this this little mini series we've been having on the live streams? We'd love to hear from you. But you know how far we've gone. You know, from just kind of some black outlines to schnozzers in the sky, and now this.
No
This is,
schnozzes in the sky.
Schnozzers in the sky.
Who was
the
here for the
transformation is real,
schnoz-
chat.
Yeah. Who was here for the schnoz in the sky?
For what?
The schnoz in the
Only
sky.
OGs remember.
Real
Remembers the
OGs
schnozzers in the
remember.
sky.
You're not
Only
a real
real
OG.
OGs.
I'm not. I'm Peter Parking.
Yeah, Peter Parkin.
Person.
Present here. We got a few people. That's nice.
Who was here for
That's
the
really nice to
schnoz?
see.
Any schnozzers?
The nose and the happy little trees.
The trees are indeed happy. They're fun to paint too.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
them?
they are.
What would you say? Like, would you say that's like the most enjoyable part of the painting so far for you, or?
The trees were fun. Like doing the
Trees are
and
fun.
you know what I like the little mistake that I did with like accidentally getting some orange on my brush. You cannot really see it here, but there's like a little orange in the highlight of one of the trees, and I do like that part. So the mistake's actually my favorite part. As for this, I'm gonna wait for it to dry. I wanna work on it off stream a little bit because there are some areas that I wanna improve, but nothing, no drastic paint over it. Just
Will there be
Just-
painting streams in the future? That is something for you to decide, chat.
that is something for you to decide.
Mhm.
You
If you
know,
like them,
give us a like on the stream upload and write in the chat that you wanna see more of me and more of these art streams. That's the only way to make them happen.
we decided yes. The chat has spoken.
The chat has
Make it known.
make it known.
Make it known. That's it. Where is this? Somebody's got a suggestion in the chat. I just need to find out where this is. Ah, that's a long time away.
What?
Somebody was requesting maybe you can like try like painting Mothman in the future. The Mothman. With some cursed paintings on the stream.
Well, there's a lot of
I am late.
cryptids in
Hey,
the
it's all good.
States, so you know, maybe eventually.
That's true. That is true. Bigfoot. And even our most recent one has its own, right?
Yeah, the recent
Yeah.
one that had a Momo monster painted by my colleague.
That's
And
it.
I don't know if we had the t-shirts on stream, but I did actually do a design of the Momo monster driving a truck.
Yes,
Yeah,
we did
so
see the
I
we
did
did see
that
the
one.
design,
Yes.
and we also had the cutout there as well, which was pretty fun as well, just kind of hanging around. So
I love cryptids.
Annie has done an amazing job on this painting. Would love to see more of her painting. Yes, for more art streams.
Thank you.
Could we get
Let
a
us know in the
good
comments
high
on
resolution?
YouTube and socials and just spam us.
Joe Alex asking, could we get a good high resolution picture of the drawing when it's done? That's a question.
Yes,
Interesting.
definitely. I don't know if I mean, I always take pictures, and we'll probably definitely share one when it's dry. I guess I don't know if there's any point in just sharing this because I wanna glaze the mountain because it needs to be more blue. I'm gonna add some blacks. Work on it a little bit. I don't know. I'll ask Nemiro when he's back what to do. If he wants to post it immediately or not, because that's not up to me to decide.
At the first mention of the Momo monster, I thought everybody had started stuttering. Monster. It's like something out of like Scooby-Doo, right? Monster. I named my kitten after Momo. What?
Beautiful.
Does your cat have red eyes or? That's crazy. Very nice though. We do love cats. All the cats.
But
The picture is beautiful. Yes.
I'm having a little bit of a problem. This is kind of off
What's the
topic, but
problem?
I just kind of thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
About a year ago, I started to listen to a true crime podcast.
Okay.
It has almost like 400 episodes, and yet today I finished it.
Oh no.
So,
What is it? There's
do you
no
do with
new
your
ones
life?
coming, or?
well, I started reading a book in the on the way home in the train.
Mhm.
I started reading The Witcher
Mm.
while
Oh,
listening
okay,
to
okay.
the soundtrack of the games.
That's cool.
Which is a pretty good combo, I found out.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
what
nice.
I like to do when I draw fan art. Just like if it has soundtrack, listen to the soundtrack. For
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Gets you in the mood.
That's very cool. How you been finding it so far? I mean, I don't know how much you've read.
Well, like 20 pages. I've read it before, but I think I read only like the first book and then maybe a part of the second one, which I didn't finish. And it was like many years back, so I don't remember any of it. I played the games, the second and the third game. So yeah, so I want to read the books too. And it's pretty good, especially with the music.
Damn. Do you know that a new one is coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward
Everyone's
to that.
excited.
Yeah.
Everyone's very, very
Well,
excited
the
for
third
that.
game
I
is
mean,
one of my favorite ones of all time, so
mm,
a really good game. And the books are good too. So I would like
Yeah.
to finish them to know the whole story.
it's a shame that you weren't here for when the voice actor
Yeah.
Gerald was visiting the offices. Do you remember that? Annie, were you here for
Wait.
that as well or no?
That happened?
I thought you were here for that. Were you not?
When did that happen?
You know he's our GPS voice, right?
But when
When did that happen?
did that happen?
That was 2019.
Yeah, I
July
hired-
2019.
I started working here March 2020. So missed it.
What was it? A
Yep.
year. Okay, yeah.
Missed it by a year.
So, dang, yeah. Doug Cockle, who does the voice of Geralt of Rivia, does the GPS voice for our English male in the game, and he also did.
Yeah, but I thought he was like visiting recently when you said that.
No,
No,
it was a
it
little
was
while ago.
7
Little
years
while
ago.
No, yeah, time flies. But I just don't remember if you were here or not. But he did. He came around the office and I said hello to everyone, and like even some people at their desks at the time had like little Witcher figurines and stuff, and he signed them as well, which was really nice. And then he did the raspy voice lines in the options for your truck, which is kind of like the closest he can do without getting sued or something like from The Witcher. So you can actually kind of have Geralt in the game giving you voice directions. It's under the raspy option. And then we had Skylar as well, and she was really nice. She's done voices for Xenoblade Chronicles, if anyone's ever played that. So she's our female one, and she decided to do like a US female, and also then like a granny, like an angry granny from the States as well. So, but yeah, I think we should do some more GPS voices. It'd be kind of fun to get some more different people involved in that. Maybe some, special guests, celebrities, or like some of your favorite people at SCS or whatever. It'd be nice to get a bit more range on that.
You're a combination of all of those.
You're our local
I should-
celebrity.
Should I like imitate like the commentators of F1 and just do like an F1 style GPS?
Could you actually do it though?
Probably not. Probably not. It'd probably be hugely cringe. So, I want Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, let us know who you'd like. Samuel L. Jackson. That'd be a good one. Yeah, we might need to change the age rating of the game though if we had him. In the
Oh
game.
my god, true.
Yeah.
Okay. 6
All
minutes.
right,
Any more,
time
any
is
more
fine.
burning
6
questions?
minutes. Yeah, please. Last minute questions. Get them in for Annie. If you have any.
Annie's favorite
further
F1 driver
questions?
did well for the Aston Martin last weekend. I know.
She's been dying to talk about
I
it.
believe that that podium is very possible and it is coming soon. I am sure of it. I am not delusional.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That is a. Let's see if that comes to light. I would like for it to happen. I think it'd be great. But yeah, he's been working hard. Yeah, get those last minute questions in for Annie.
Last
Whether that be
minute
about art or
questions.
about something herself
Before I
or
disappear for the
whatnot.
next year and a half again.
Who knows how long? Who knows how long?
Who knows how
Maybe
long?
we'll have you back again soon. Yeah.
Boo.
So Annie, how do you feel about cheese on pizza?
I like cheese. I don't like pizza though.
Oh,
Wait.
don't like pizza?
I mean, it's the thing. It doesn't like it tastes good, but it makes me sick always. So
Mm.
I don't like because it's usually very like greasy.
True.
Not it depends. If it's like a homemade pizza is fine, but
It's usually greasy anyway.
yeah, but the
like,
one once
every
you like
time.
order or buy, they're for some reason they're greasy and it just makes me sick. But homemade pizza's
Understandable.
good, and I do like cheese, so yes.
Should we repay Mark Sloan?
Hey, what else are you gonna do with the money?
Yeah.
What's your
up
favorite
to you, Ed.
painting that you've painted so far, Annie? Favorite would probably be the recent commission that I did of two monk parakeets, which I recently gave to the client. And it's a 40 by 40 centimeter painting of a cute little monk parakeet couple. One of them is green
Aw.
and the other is blue, and they're very cute, and I got to paint them. Because I love
That's
parrots.
nice.
So that's probably my favorite one, because I did a few parrot paintings before, and I did a lot of digital parrot paintings. But this one had the most detail because I had more experience. So I felt very comfortable painting, and it was just a lot of fun.
Mm. Someone asking in the YouTube chat, do you think you would ever want to try and attempt the driving academy at some point?
Me?
Yes.
I don't think anybody would want to watch that.
That's fair enough.
I would,
That's
you know,
fair.
I would, you know, as a dad, I would probably do it, but I'm not sure if it would be enjoyable because I would just struggle so much. That wouldn't be fun to
Well,
watch. Like
We've
I am
always
okay.
been umming and ahhing.
I am okay with
about
like
it.
humiliating myself in that way because it's fairly harmless, but I just don't think it would be fun to watch.
We've always kind of ummed and ahed about, well, not ummed and ahed, but we've always kind of had the idea, but it's never come to light yet, to do kind of like a 24-hour stream for charity, where we have just different people throughout the entire stream kind of
that
take
would be
over
cool,
for a
yeah.
couple of us or whatever, and just do whatever it might be for charity. So
I would love to
maybe-
be a
maybe
part
one
of that.
day
'Cause I love
doing some
charity
challenges and stuff. Exactly. So maybe one
I'm
day in the
definitely
future we'll
game.
have to make that
If we
happen.
do a charity stream, I'm gonna come on for a few hours to do art, and you know,
Sounds good.
that would be fun.
Uh-oh, 1 point for me? No points here.
No points.
It's okay. No points. No points. We're running out of time though. 2 minutes left. We're gonna start wrapping things up here. There's only 2 minutes left on the stream, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been a nice, different, and it's been incredible to watch Annie at work and with her amazing talents, and just see how a blank canvas with just a few brushes and paints can be transformed into a beautiful landscape And even Annie herself has claimed that she hasn't been doing it all too long. So, well, definitely give it a try. I mean, it looks beautiful. It really, really is nice. That is something I would hang up in my home, I would say.
Me too.
It's definitely like some nice art, you know? Absolutely.
Thank you.
So it's really nice. Now, you may be wondering, there might be a big reveal at the end of this, but unfortunately we don't have much more else to say because, well, we're going to give you the answer in the future at some point. So this will all lead somewhere, but for now, admire the painting, keep your guesses coming in, and in due time you'll see what the end results of this will be, because, you know, we're not going to waste these talents and this beautiful artwork, you know, just for a few streams. There's going to be so much more coming from it. So definitely do watch out for that. But let's get some GGs and some praises in the chat for Annie and for her taking the time to be out here for a few streams to paint this. And yeah, we know there's the clapping. Whoever put that on, thank you. It's been
Yeah,
really,
GGs,
really nice.
GG guys.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, honestly, Annie, to have you on the streams and like be chatting with you, having a bit of fun, and just seeing you get to work. And I hope the chat appreciates that as well. And maybe hopefully they've learned something, and maybe they're even inspired a little bit to go out there into the world and do some art, to try their hand at it. Hopefully you've inspired some people there.
Thank you so much for having me. And again, I've said this 1,000 times. If you want to see me on more often, let us know on socials, in the comments, on YouTube, and wherever else. And who knows, we might cook again.
Exactly.
Yep,
But in the
again.
meantime, keep an eye on our socials. We're definitely always cooking behind the scenes, and good things are coming your way. We're excited.
Always
We're excited.
cooking.
But exactly. But that is all we have time for. We got to get things wrapped up here. It's finally starting to cool down outside, so I'm sure people also want to get back to their homes as well. So careful with that, fragile. But yeah, Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Driver behind the wheel as well. Been a pleasure, and also to Benny as well behind the scenes. And yeah, we all hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and that you enjoy the rest of your week. We've got another stream coming up tomorrow, right, Peter?
Yes, we do.
I
We
believe
do.
so. We do indeed. So stick around for that. I believe that's another Let's Play.
ETS
what it
to
is?
Let's Play, yeah. Time
ETS
to
to Let's
get
Play,
those
yeah.
demerit points.
Yeah, there we go. It'll count then. So, but yeah, no, thank you very much, everyone. We'll catch you again for another stream very, very soon. But until then, keep on trucking, everyone. Have yourselves a good evening. Bye-bye for now, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.